Dear listener, ClockTower is intended for mature audiences and might be inappropriate or possibly triggering to some. Many of the themes and events in ClockTower are inspired by weird fiction as well as similar concepts, which means the show can get dark. If that isn't something you enjoy, please listen at your own discretion. We here at the ClockTower care about you, so please put your mental health first. Our show will be here when you're ready.
Welcome to Season 2 of ClockTower, a D&D 5e experience. To all our old and new listeners, we're excited to have you here with us. ClockTower is a D&D campaign turned audio drama, played with a custom class and a few house rules that we as a group collectively enjoy. If you find yourself getting a little lost, there's always older episodes to guide you back to the path. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and welcome to the ClockTower. As you all sit on the couch in the clock tower, suddenly ripped away from the mission and the world that you were just in, three of you look around as if wondering who and why the watch was clicked, and one of you knows exactly why the watch was clicked.
Yeah, sorry, that was me again.
What happened?
Same thing, actually. Just a little better and also a little worse. So,
Worse than the explosion?
it was bigger and a little more volatile. Like, looks down for gross, like, gore.
You're clean now.
Yeah.
And at first you're like, oh, there's an eye on the table, and then you go, oh, no.
Yeah, tried to tell him he should probably, like, tune it to the max if we're going to check out the axe. Like, he really, really, really wanted to. Turned it to the max, and we apparently need more hands than 4. So, yeah, it just blew up a lot worse this time. He died instantly.
Then, wait. Sorry, let me reprocess really quickly. Do you want to, like, keep going on this path, or do you want to maybe wait till, like, Jaeger gets there if you're still getting there?
Yeah, I was walking there. I didn't realize I had to run.
I didn't realize either, so, I don't know if there's enough of us. I have no idea, and neither does he.
Maybe let's not do the axe first.
I've come to this conclusion. Or just the axe at all, or...
Yeah, you've been kind of like... The axe seems to be just an explosive...
He's very eager, and I'm just trying to help him out, and...
Or just say you have someone on the way with some stuff to check out.
I did. He's a very suspicious guy, too, so if I put the axe away and say, no, hold off for right now, it just... I'm not good at the talking bit. It's stalling is hard, and you're walking very slow.
Can't you cast a spell with the ring you have?
Oh, yeah. Well, wouldn't that be suspicious, too? I mean, it didn't go all that well the first time.
I mean, you could cast... I don't know what spells you know. Do you know what spells you know? Well, never mind. You can suggest...
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, okay, you can suggest that he waits until maybe Jaeger shows up, or maybe to suggest that you look at another thing you have. Do you want to try like a coin?
That's why Grin had such an easy time. He just fucking leaned on suggestion all the time.
I haven't met him. I wouldn't know.
Whatever. Well, I got his little secret. We'll give it a go. Regardless of what happens, I'm just not gonna let what happened to happen again.
God, yeah, I'll sprint this time.
What, same plan, Trinket?
I'll just cast suggestion. It'll work.
Sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe just, and this is messed up, but maybe just having her hit the statue worked better.
Sure.
Less things to explain.
She didn't die, so
She'll be fine.
yeah. And if she's a little hurt, she'd probably be fine if I healed her. Maybe.
She's probably just fine. I think this is
Sure.
something that she probably does a lot, actually.
Okay.
So you guys are going straight to the principal's office, right?
No.
No.
Owl.
Location of the list, then principal's office.
Yeah.
Do you guys want us to meet you guys there, or should we all meet at the workshop?
I I think we could just meet you at the workshop.
Okay, I mean, we could definitely burn some time there. So,
Plus, I'd love to get a look at the Oracle.
I'm sure you would. I figured that was the case.
Had you tried touching the materials around it, based on it, the findings?
I could.
Definitely touch if it gives you like a printout. I don't know how it works, but definitely touch the thing that prints it out, or the printout of it.
Like the schematic or something.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he had a schematic. He was pretty bummed after it was broken. Like it couldn't be made again because it was made by a god. I don't think they really care about schematics.
That's fair. But, I mean...
I could ask. I don't know. Let's just give it a go.
All right, Will.
Sorry about another click. I will just, reset it back to the time where before the same deal.
Okay. You guys all go through the mirror?
Yep.
All right. Jaeger,
Sprints.
you find... Great. Which direction are you sprinting in?
Can I roll a history check?
You can try. Roll straight roll.
14.
You're like, there is a workshop on this campus. Not here. It's that direction. And you run in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna like push people out of your way?
No, I'm gonna go around people, but like eventually I'm gonna probably hit a point where like if I don't see it after the first like 5 minutes, I'm gonna go stop and go, hey, where's the workshop?
Okay. You definitely run for the first 5 minutes, and then you stop to go, where's the workshop? And then something out of the corner of your eye catches your attention, and you see that there's just a line of people firing bows. And then they're like all kind of like one of them was like, that was a good shot. It's like, you might be the best archer on campus.
Hey you. Whoever's close to me.
There's a dude who's just like sitting on one of the stone benches in the yard who's just like drinking from a really big cup of wine. He goes, yeah?
What's up? Just howdy.
That's a sick hat, dude.
Thank you. You was my brothers. So
He like looks at the pin and he goes, what? And he like looks down at his own pin. He's like, how come you have a hat like us, but your pin's wrong?
not my hat.
You stole someone's hat?
It's my
Not
brother's
cool,
hat,
bro.
It's my brother's hat. Anyway, not the point. Where's the workshop?
Oh. He like slurps the wine real big as he goes, what?
You. You. I look for somebody who looks more coherent.
Okay, there's like two people who are talking. One of them has like this sort of gold and like pinkish red symbol on them that you think is Aphrodite. And the other one has one that says Hera on it. And you're like,
I'll jog over to them and say, excuse me, sorry, don't mean to be a
they
problem.
both look at you like we're not talking to you.
Yeah.
And they both like in unison put their hand down with their like fingernails facing down and they flick their hand away like be gone. No more of you. You hear in the distance, yeah, nice try, dude. They didn't want to talk to me either. You hear the thump of bows firing.
No. No. We have a plan. We have a plan. I'm going to turn and start jogging back there the other direction to try to find somebody else who seems like they're more.
Great. You see there's a dude standing by himself who's reading some sort of like slate that's all like basically roped together, and he's like turning pages in a book, but it's like, well, this guy's got an Aries pin, so.
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you. Quick thing. Do you know where the workshop is?
He stares at you, and he stares through you as he goes, you don't belong here.
Not the time. I don't need this at the moment. Do you know where it is? If you don't, it's fine. I can ask somebody else. But
You should be with all of those guys. He points over to the bow guys. Not talking to me or bothering me. Why do you want to know where the workshop is anyway?
because I got a new weapon. I'm trying to figure out how it works.
The only way to really learn how a weapon works
Is to use
is
it.
in battle.
I know. I'm aware. However, I'm not just going to pull out some shit that can actually possibly, murder someone without knowing the effects of the weapon before I use it.
Why not?
Are you stupid?
Oh,
I just saw you.
He pulls his sword out. Well, let's see if you know how to use that weapon of yours then, huh?
Will that actually cut me?
You wish that it did. Roll initiative.
I don't know. He's gonna let him swipe.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
You're just
like-
going to take the hit.
Yeah, he's like,
Okay, well, that's a natural 20, so he crits. 35 damage.
it's fine. I'm the tank. Either
You're
way.
just
wanna
taking
take it?
35 damage?
Yeah.
It does. So here's the thing. He fucking smacks you. It slices from your ear to your like chin, just like a huge gash, and he can see your skull. And he goes, and he backs up, and he's like, he looks at his sword, and he drops his sword, and he looks at you, and he goes, "You're not a demigod. You're immortal. Why are you here?"
Where is the workshop? Intimidate. It's
You roll your intimidation.
like 5.
No, that ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
Does 16 hit your AC?
Yes.
21.
Uncanny dodge. Yeah, the first one's free. After that, no, fuck
Uncanny
you.
dodge. No. He swings at you again as he goes, "Begone, mortal! Taste my steel!"
Does this not catch any attention?
Oh no, there's a bunch of people looking, and one dude heavily drinking wine, very interested.
Fucking, like, slashes across the shoulder, spins out. That's gonna be a 14 to hit.
14.
Yep.
He's got a 17 AC.
Okay. And then a 21 to hit for the second one.
Yo, that hits.
20 damage.
Okay. Mans has a lot more than 20 hit points, but you wouldn't know it by how he reacts from getting shot by these 2 arrows, because you put 2 arrows in him, and you don't even put 2 arrows in him in a spot that feels like it would be that bad, and you just hear him go, "Ah! Ah! Ah! Ah!" And he's like looking around at everybody else, and he's bleeding and he's screaming in pain. Everyone's like, and he's gasping, and then you hear like a loud voice go, "What is going on here?"
Oh, not again. Click.
Meanwhile, while that's happening, Sam and Trinket land. The girl gets up out of the dirt, spits out of the dirt. She goes, "I don't know what happened there. I totally missed, and it felt like you just slowed down. Oh, I'm sorry. I taste dirt now."
That's okay. Maybe you should ask your dad. Or sorry, that's disrespectful. Maybe we should ask the gods.
I think that's a great idea. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yes.
Okay, good. I think that's a good idea.
Can you lead us there slowly?
She
sorry, let me. No, she can't. She can't do that.
Sam like looks at you, looks back, nods. Can you lead us there?
She nods, like very energetically.
All right. Do you want us to like grab your hand or?
Yeah, okay. She holds out both of her hands.
Hold on tightly.
Sam like forearm grabs with both hands.
Sam, can you roll just a straight roll, because I think of something that's really funny that I think is gonna happen.
Parachute.
A parachute.
A parachute.
19.
Yeah, so you hold on totally fine, but your many togas go and just catch all of the wind, and she like gets stopped and kind of goes like, and she kind of like slingshots Trinket forward a little bit. Trinket, just roll a dex save.
17.
Okay. You totally like just like catch yourself on your feet, and then she goes, "Whoa, that was cool."
They're all
It
unraveled.
was like, if I had mean to, I bet I could have like thrown you like really far. You guys want to try that?
No.
After, they're all unraveled. No. This pile of fabric on the floor.
She goes, "Here, I'll help you wrap them all up again." She makes them way too tight.
Just grab me by the waist.
Maybe we should just walk there.
Okay. Can we get there quickly though?
She goes, "Do you want to walk there or do you want to go fast?"
Fast.
Okay. She just grabs you by like the whole bundle in the front this time. And then she like grabs you, is like, "Okay." And she looks at you and goes, "Ready?"
Yep.
And she goes, "Woof." And Sam's just like, "Ah." This might be worse than the bowling alley, this feeling right now.
Have you ever been?
The wind is making your hair flick you in the eyes. And as you guys are going, she like hard stops, and you guys both go like, and she like looks over. She goes, "Whoa, what is happening?" And you guys see in the distance, a glimpse of Jaeger go.
No.
Listen, it's ask it now or ask it in like one reset, so we might as well go.
I think we're gonna make it.
If you stop time.
Are you guys gonna just straight beeline for the Temple of the Gods to try and go?
We'll try. But
Okay. You guys see a crowd starting to form around Jaeger, and he just got hit by the sword. So, you guys run. You guys are like, we gotta go, and she goes, "Whoa, they're fighting! Is that guy bleeding?"
We should also ask the gods about that. Let's go.
Roll persuasion.
15.
Don't patronize me. What do you? She goes, that guy's bleeding. What? I'm gonna watch this. She like looks to Trinket like, right?
Maybe we should watch this.
We have to learn our lesson.
We're not even gonna. No, we're just gonna sit and.
We're gonna have to redo this anyway.
You don't think he'll win? Oh no, good point. Yeah. Just,
If he wins, that's maybe worse.
Huh. All right.
So you guys watch the fight from the crowd that's
Watch
formed
our friend
around.
get killed. Whatever.
As you see, Chloe's standing next to you, Trinket, like, yeah, go, 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 go. As everybody else around them is like, really into the fight. Yeah.
I'd like to pull out my weird like staff oracle scroll rod thing that I have and just like gently brace it on my forearm, pointing at the back of that Aries kid's head.
You don't need to, because shortly after you like brace that wand, you see 2 arrows go into that guy and him go, and you're like, oh, this is over. That guy is done.
Oh, good. Okay.
Jaeger looks fucked up though. How many hit points do you have left?
18.
Yeah.
Once again,
Jaeger's like, oh, ow. Oh, he is bleeding so much. And you hear a voice from behind you two go, what is going on here?
oh, fuck. And he goes,
As elsewhere, you're about to put the axe on the pedestal. You like come into consciousness in your body and you're like, oh,
I'm gonna sheathe the axe.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna put the ring on. We should wait for my friends. They might want to see this as well.
You gonna cast suggestion?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast suggestion.
You got a natural 1.
Nice.
How
guys
bad is
never-
it? 15. He just fails. Oh, we should wait for your friends.
Why haven't I been doing
He sits
this?
down on the floor.
looks at the ring, nods very proudly.
He just looks like he's sitting there sadly waiting for your friends to get here.
I'm very proud. I don't mind. I just watched him get blown into viscera, and this is great. This is very safe.
So you kind of just like
I don't have to
kick
defend
back
myself.
Now. You're just like, huh.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna bask in my own glory.
Barrett, as you are basking in the success of this spell, and you're like, why didn't I start with this? Suddenly, you hear a distant chiming, and you feel a wave crash over you, and then you're back in the clock tower sitting on the couch.
You get lost?
That was some sick shots, though.
thank you. Wait, you were that? Oh,
Yeah.
anyway, no, I was asking for directions to the workshop, and then some Aries kid decided he wanted to start some shit, so I said, fuck him.
Oh,
He's
scenario
stupid.
1. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then, yeah.
If I remember correctly,
Where? Yeah, I was going to say where.
from the classroom we left from,
Uh-huh.
it's down this hall. I saw this plant looked like this. It had pink flowers on it or something. Make a left there.
While I really like your retelling ability, you can also rewind the watch.
You could just show me
What
you
is
got there.
wrong with me today? Okay. Pulls out Pokemon.
You guys see Barrett pull out the pocket watch, and the mirror sort of like ripples and changes. You just see him like completely out of it, a little drop of drool on his leg as he's just like,
Wait, what did you cast? Enthrall?
I just said we should wait for you guys.
He like looks at the ring super suspiciously. Like, okay.
Hey man, can you make sure you don't cast anything on me? I'm kind of scared of it at this point.
Something's already cast on you, buddy. I don't know what it is, though.
And then eventually, Barrett is able to show you the entire path from the classroom to the workshop that he walked down.
Got it. Okay, cool. We go back to the other part.
Okay, we're ready. No
Ready.
shooting. No killing. Everyone gonna go to the gods. Gonna ask where the thing is. We're gonna go to the principal's office. You're gonna come to the workshop. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm gonna go through the mirror.
Okay. very, like, exacerbatedly goes through the mirror.
All right, let's go.
All right.
He says it like he didn't do it the first 2 times. Just walks in.
I don't know, man. Sam walks through.
So you guys go through the mirror. Trinket and Sam fall. Again, Jaeger takes off running. Eventually, the two of you make it to the Temple of the Gods. You make it to the workshop. Are you casting suggestion on this guy again? Because you can do that.
It worked so good the
All right,
first time.
he's sitting on the floor. So, Trinket and Sam arrive at the altar of the gods with Chloe. As Chloe goes up, like, down the halls, like, she knows exactly where she's going as soon as she gets in. And then she, like, pulls a pouch out of the folds of her, like, toga and belt, and then, like, takes some berries and then burns them in front of the statue. As she goes, "Oh, mighty Hermes," and then, like, drops down and she goes, "How did they slow down in the middle of the air? I didn't think that was possible." And, like, I thought that it might be possible because maybe that if, while you were flying, if you hit some sort of wind current, but didn't really feel like there was any wind current. So I'm really not exactly sure how they slowed down in midair, but they definitely did. And then I hit a statue, and then I hit the ground, and then I got a mouthful of dirt, and it was awful because it tasted like dirt. And she just is still going in the background over there. Her words are echoing throughout the whole halls.
Oh, points to the Athena statue. That makes sense. Do you want to try talking to Athena first, or just the owl?
The owl, like, what do you mean? We're ClockTower Agents, we're not gods. Come on.
As your words echo around the thing, and Chloe for a second is kind of like, what?
So I'm gonna put a coin down.
Okay. You do. It disappears like it's been taken, and then you see time stop. And then the stone statue, the stone statue of the owl flakes away as if the stone was a thin layer, and you see the blue feathers of a very angry looking owl. Like, it's got those, like, eyebrow tufts that just make it look like it's furious at you, and you hear the words all around echoing around you. "Hello, Trinket.
Hello.
I thought Jaeger already asked me everything you would want to know.
I don't even know what Jaeger asked you.
You're so good at sharing information and resources. Although, I do remember you talking about it in your tower. Jaeger said that I told him that it was on a list.
Right, okay, so where is that list?
It's in the principal's office.
Nice.
In the right-hand drawer of the desk. 3 drawers down.
I point at Sam. All right. I put down another coin.
Oh, there's more. Is this about Barrett blowing that child up?
I don't want to know about that at all. No, what kind of mission is this?
You're here to remove something that shouldn't be in this world. But it isn't a clock tower weapon.
Okay. I'll put down another coin. There's so many of them.
Okay.
Is it the light?
The school is filled with many lights, and no, you're not here to get all of them.
The one in the principal's office.
The owl's, like, tufts get angrier. Yes, you're here to collect the fire of Prometheus.
Weird.
If you could have air quotes from an owl, you would get air quotes from an owl.
Okay.
Here, Sam, like, takes the coin. Puts it down. If we give you back your eye, will you give us a mirror? The hand mirror?
No,
Okay.
because I don't have the mirror. Castell has the mirror.
Oh, it's only one.
I only helped one person build one mirror one time, and if I could go back and not do that, I wouldn't have.
That makes sense.
but I would be delighted to know where they go with it. Maybe this haven place you all keep talking about?
Do you have any more questions, Trinket?
I think we're good.
Okay.
You don't want to know where Lucy is?
Well, that was my next question, but
Or if she's been here? Or if the clock tower actually succeeded in answering your question to find Lucy? Or if you're here on another dead-end errand?
Sam pulls out their last coin, holds it in their hand for a moment, puts it on the altar. Okay, what is a safe and accessible way to gain access to your fire without directly hurting you?
An aspect of the owl has to give it to you. Freely, of their own volition. I could give it to you,
Not your volition? Just theirs?
but I don't want to give it to you.
Okay.
None of you deserve anything.
Thank you for answering the question.
The owl's like tufts get angrier again.
That's it. That's it.
All right.
You
Thank
can
you
go
for your
back
time,
to
Lo.
being a statue now. Bye.
Well, thank you for your time, Lo.
The owl goes back to being a statue. Not another word said.
Names off all the questions I want to. Well, now I don't want to ask those questions. Kind of ruined it.
Well, that's that. Do you want to ask Athena anything? Or, I mean, I know you're already kind of demotivated, but we're in a place where the beings of this world, maybe we can ask them. Here, Sam, like, can I make a deep pockets roll and try and pull out an offering, the right offering or something useful for this
Roll.
offering for Athena?
I'm gonna have to add deep pockets to the fucking class list.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You said it's a
Probably,
subclass. It's a special feature.
I was gonna say it'd be a special feature. It wouldn't be a subclass.
18, because I don't think I'm adding anything.
Yeah, you pull out an entire bowl of like bread and like grapes and stuff to burn.
I really do miss being able to do this. I don't have any way to light this on fire.
There's like stuff to light it on fire
Yeah.
in front of them.
Oh, okay. You set it in front of the Athena statue and pull out a little lit wick and set each part. Hi. I'm not really yours, but I'd figure since I'm a student of the world, maybe you could inform me if some other extra-dimensional travelers have been here. Maybe someone that's very familiar-ish to your companion owl. Blue hair. That's all. Thank you.
You gotta like subjugate yourself. You gotta like bow.
Same like
As Chloe's like right next to you, she's like this, and like she gets like very, very low, and like
does that work?
I don't know.
Then how do you know you're supposed to do that?
I don't know. Hermes has never talked to me.
Oh. That's okay. Athena's never talked to me either.
Oh, I thought I was the only one.
No, you're okay. Sometimes these things happen.
Her eyes get glassy for a second. She goes, "I'll catch you guys later."
Wait, no. Wait, no.
Did I do?
I mean, she'll find us. Her later's probably a lot sooner than our later.
That makes sense. I
Poor girl.
look back at the statue.
I feel so bad for her.
Well, she's kind of part of my plan, so I guess we can go see what they're doing in the workshop.
Okay. Look at the statue. Okay, thanks. I will eagerly await your conversation.
Roll a perception check. There's a slate that it looks like somebody left on the altar.
Same like, looks left, looks right. Swipe.
Okay. You steal the plate off of the altar of the god.
Look down at it very briefly, like, look up.
It is a story written, like, scratched into the slate of how Prometheus stole fire from the gods.
Hey, Trinket. You asked about the fire, right? Fire from Prometheus.
Kind of.
Why don't we show this, show the slate, off to our friends at the workshop?
I mean, okay. Maybe? What do you mean?
Well, okay, so you didn't see the slate there before, right?
Well, I wasn't really paying attention.
That's entirely fair. Listen, all I'm saying is it's pretty convenient that Jaeger did the exact same thing and suddenly got a cool thing, and I now have a slate, and I might just be stealing someone's book. But it does seem just a little relevant.
I mean... Okay, so I have a thought.
Sure.
And, I'll tell you.
Thanks.
But I don't know.
What?
Jaeger just gets so emotional.
Sam puts their hand up. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Okay, so Owl ClockTower Agent Lucy.
Yeah.
So she had a light and a mirror. We know what happened to the mirror. And this light isn't supposed to be here.
Well, I can definitely see. Yep, and they stole fire from the gods, hence Prometheus.
Mm-hmm.
What's gods above gods? Titans. That makes sense.
So, not to say that, I mean, she's might just be in her clock tower, but...
That would really suck for her, getting shaken down and then mugged.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
could be.
Good boy. And we found out that, I mean, if this isn't that light, we can have an aspect, not the owl, but an aspect, give the light freely to us. I'm sure we can find Lucy or the agent or, well, far off, maybe even Lily, but...
I mean, so the other time that we've encountered one of these lights, we destroyed it.
Yeah.
If we just take it? Do you think we can just take it?
I'm down to try and just take it.
Do you think we could get it into our tower somehow?
Yes. My only concern is that if this light turns off our pocket watches
But
and
it
put...
would. Lantern.
Do you think it contained both?
I think that the lantern is going to make it so we can get close to the blue light without having a problem.
Okay, yeah. I mean...
Like, I felt weird when I went into that room, but not as weird as when I didn't have the lantern and I was close to the light, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Just a feeling I've got.
Right. I mean, that makes sense. It's kind of the difference between being, like, in the back room and in the back room with the lantern.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, if this is that same light, then they took it somehow. So we should be able to do the same thing.
True. They got it here. So, and maybe if for whatever reason that doesn't work, we can find something in the workshop, or they can ask around for some kind of containment vessel. I mean, they were able to build Oracle devices apparently and things like that. I'm sure they'll find a way to contain the fire from Museum. They got it there.
Yeah. I need to figure out more stuff about this whole finals that we're doing also.
Mm-hmm.
I guess next time we are with one of our student friends.
That'll be fairly soon. I think that whether or not we just ask directly, or I mean, I don't really like doing it, but I can do the same stuff that Barrett does with like the same like wiggles or fingers, like the mind mess aroundy stuff. Have them suggest that they tell us as much as they can about anything we really want.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of want to know, so is this like finals, or are they done? Do they get to go home after this if they succeed? And
okay.
Is the goal, I know the goal is different for everybody, but does the goal have anything to do with the light, or is the light just part of the problem?
Yeah.
You know.
Right. They said especially like each team had like a specific thing they needed to get.
Yeah.
Right. But also, does that like turn off the light, or like can you still get murdered by the Minotaur even though you have your thing?
Also possible. But yeah, it's just information that we should know if we were actually going to school here.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to try and roll a history check and like dwell on that specific information?
Yeah.
Walk and think. Sam like turns towards the door. As Trek and Sam start walking towards the workshop and think about the test itself. Okay. That is a 22 history.
Mine's 21.
Okay. You guys don't usually do this, when you have already been to a world. But you guys like sort of really think on it as you're walking, and it's like trying to remember something that you've forgotten, and it's like just on the tip of your tongue, and you like it's almost uncomfortable to like dig that deep into your like memory, and you're like, come on, squinting, trying to think of it as you're like walking, and it like does eventually come to you. But for like a brief moment, you kind of are like, what are we? You're like, oh yeah, fuck the clock tower and the mission and all of that. But you do remember that the finals you take every year, 4 years. And if you succeed in the finals, or in this case, survive the finals all 4 years, you get out. And only one person has ever done it. And that's Aelith, who is a teacher now.
So she never left.
No.
I think with this new knowledge we have obtained, hopefully either destroying or taking the light will help these students escape this prison.
Yeah, well, especially
This is a prison.
especially considering they can't use their, well, it makes them weak, right? They can't use
Next
their
they
powers.
can't use their powers.
Right. It's like, what do you think the Aries kid's power is? Swinging a sword good?
I wonder if it makes them vulnerable. I mean, I think it literally makes them vulnerable.
Right. Just like us.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know if they can really like die easily otherwise.
Mm-hmm. And every time
So-
we've hurt them, they've freaked the hell out. So,
Mm-hmm.
huh.
So maybe getting rid of it is really what this world needs.
That's true. Besides, I think this place would just do better without, any kind of those lights anywhere.
Yeah,
Sounds like we have a plan.
I think so.
And it was, third drawer, or right side, third drawer. That's where the sheets are. Principal's desk.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
I'm going to forget that later. It's okay.
It's all right. You'll have plenty of time to look, so
Yeah.
we know they're in the desk. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. My only worry is, do we think that that blue light turns off magic in general? Because if I'm invisible and I walk in, but I mean, that situation we just get to. And if around you is safe or ish with the lantern, then at least you can still click the watch.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's probably more trial and error, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, all right then. Sounds like we have a plan.
All right. Workshop.
Workshop.
Okay. Jaeger, you get to the workshop, and Barrett is sitting there, like kind of leaning up against one of the desks as the other kid is like, is your friend gonna get here soon?
I think so. Yeah, hope so.
Cool.
Holy shit, man. What did you do?
Oh, hey.
Your friends are here. We can
my
examine
friend
the axe
is
now.
here.
There's more. You have more than one friend?
Looks offended.
So, I mean, we have to wait for, like, all of them, or can we just look at the axe now? We're not, I mean, we're not going to need 2 guys.
Question. Before we look at the ice, can we look at this real quick? I just pull out the gold.
Yeah, let's check that out first.
What is that?
Yeah, what is it?
So, it's an arrow I got from my dad.
Okay, well, let me see it. Also, that's disrespectful. You're supposed to say the gods.
Yeah.
And he looks at the arrow and goes, huh. Yeah, no, this was made by the gods. And he, like, puts it on the pedestal and then, like, adjusts the machine slightly, and you see that, like, a slate goes and slides out of, like, a little drawer, and it's got the arrow, like, deconstructed like an exploded diagram that says every little detail about the magic of the arrow. And he, like, looks at it and goes, oh, this arrow can't miss.
Can I see that real
And it
quick?
will, yeah, here. And he, like, hands you the slate.
That's kind of wasted on you, huh?
Look at it.
And he,
tap a couple times on the fingertips, like,
tap, 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 tap. I would like this.
Put it down. Pick it up. Put it down. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Interesting.
Oh, it's very nice. It's nice quality slate.
This machine is
Look good on my wall.
this machine is fantastic.
As you realize that this golden bullet, as soon as it's used, it will be gone, and it will hit once without missing, and it will critical.
Let's save it. Can we check one other thing?
Yeah, sure. Also, Barrett, machine, totally fine. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, that's not one of our things. That's
Yeah.
fine.
This one might be a bit more dangerous. I thought, look, it's better if we. This thing it's very dangerous.
the little rock is dangerous. Yeah, give it to me.
We might as well check it out here since we have the machine here.
No! No!
We gotta see what it does.
What? No!
Why not?
I don't know why. It just doesn't.
We fought a sorceress. She was.
You haven't been here, okay? It just.
Undell goes, okay, I'm sure the arrow from Apollo is also very dangerous. Can I... What do you think I am? I do this. This is all I do. This is all I do.
Just be ready then. I don't know what you need to do.
Okay,
Be ready.
give
be
me
ready.
the thing.
Just at least let him see it.
All right, be ready.
He takes the bullet and looks at it and goes, oh, it's not a rock. It's made out of some kind of metal? Oh, it's weird. Huh, okay. And he like puts it in the oracle and he like pulls knobs and levers and you see the oracle starts like overheating a little bit and he goes, huh. And he like pulls the like release sort of lever that he pulled previously and he like grabs it with both hands and really pulls it and the
You might want to
machine
grab that shovel.
starts to screech and then you see it like kind of start to slow down.
Okay.
And it like goes and goes, wow. You weren't kidding. That thing is
I told you.
something else, huh?
No one ever listens to me.
And then the drawer goes
He didn't listen to me either.
and pops out and he pulls out the slate and he goes, whoa. And he's like looking at it. Oh no, he goes, hold on. And he like moves the slate away from you as you try to grab it. He goes, now you have to wait. You be careful.
He goes, you have to wait. I'll wait. Grabs the bullet.
Okay,
puts
you
it
grab the
back
bullet.
away.
He doesn't seem interested in the bullet.
All right.
He seems far more interested in this slate. As he looks at it and he goes, there is magic power, energy in here that rivals some of the gifts that we are given from the gods at birth. Some of the magic that is in this school. A god couldn't have created this. There's things in here that you can't replicate. And I don't know how it's like there's some sort of like a moat of true creation locked in that small metal casing. And it's like extremely volatile. It's as if the energy in it is just raw potential and there's nothing to direct its energy. It's like a small contained explosion of creation and chaos waiting to get out. And there's just nothing. Why would you have this? Why are you carrying that on you?
That's supposed to go in a particular machine that I don't think is.
We don't carry that on.
There was a machine that like directed the energy?
Yeah, but it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that thing was gone.
How do we get the machine? Give me the pieces of the machine.
I don't have those either.
You don't have.
Eradicated.
Where was it? Because I'll go find. I'll break out of here. I'll go find it. You don't understand. If I get something like this,
I'm pretty sure the gods eradicated it.
they must have left something. There must have been some sort of like, I'll work with a fucking impression on the ground from the shadow when it got destroyed. If I have something like this, my father might be proud of me. I need it.
I'm starting to see why you might be here.
Ooh.
He looks like he has taken that so personally and like all of the excitement has drained from him and he goes,
I
get out.
Hear me out.
There.
Hear me out. I desperately want you to impress your father and show him what you're worth. But that and what you'd want to do with that might completely destroy whatever relationship you might have with him forever. What would your father do with that? What did the gods do with the machine that would control that. Maybe they did it for good reason. I get you're excited, but control that feeling. And I feel like you might go where you need to be.
It does look like your words got to him. Like you can like see it on his face that he heard you and he's like thinking about it. But he like kind of just sets the slate down on the desk and goes, I told you to get out. And he doesn't look at the two of you. He just like turns away.
I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel. I'll leave you alone. I guess we'll wait for our friends outside.
We'll have to, yeah.
It was nice talking with you, Undell. I'm sorry I said too much.
He looks like he's just quietly adjusting the Oracle machine.
Could I have that slate?
I wasn't going to ask.
I'm not even going to make you ask that. He set it on the desk and he's turned away from it. You could grab it if you wanted.
I was going to say, Jaeger's just going to walk over and just grab it.
Could I have that slate? And I'm expecting an answer.
He doesn't acknowledge you.
Jaeger just walks over and takes the slate.
And we leave.
And you and Jaeger walk outside of the workshop and wait for kind of a while outside of the workshop while Sam and Trinket eventually arrive.
Was I too hard on him?
A little, but he needed to hear it.
Yeah, but sometimes that's just the wrong thing to say from what I've understood without using fucking fancy spells. Why can't I talk to anybody without pissing them off?
I think it's because you're so worried about pissing them off that you kind of let it build up until it kind of explodes out. Which I know, coming from me, that's kind of funny. But, yeah.
Well,
I'm not really the best person to ask. I'm still learning myself.
we have all the tries in the world then. Nope, it looks like they're here. Hey guys.
Hey, it's me again, Ellie. And despite everything, it's still you. If I'm completely honest, I'm writing this outro only a few days before writing the last episode's outro, so not much has changed. It's a little odd for me because while these outros do double duty as a weekly update for ClockTower, I sometimes have to do them days or even weeks ahead of when the episode is set to release. I guess it makes sense since time is also a little odd for the ClockTower agents themselves. I just wish it was a little less difficult sometimes, but that's life. On to credits. If you would like to work with us, contact us through our website, clocktoweragent.com. If you want to learn more about the art behind ClockTower, head over to YouTube at ClockTower Art and Animation. I wish there was a better way to say that. Barrett was played by Bink. Sam was played by Cal. Trinket was played by Kball. Jaeger was played by Trent. And I, Ellinthris, was your DM. The voice of our disclaimer, as always, is Valik Donahew. You can check out all of his work at patreon.com/themadlanedreamer. All music from Season 1 of ClockTower, and some additional songs made for Season 2, made by Who's Music. If you would like your own D&D music commissioned, you can contact them and find all of their work through their website, whosisthis.com. Thanks, Who's. Additional music and effects provided by Andrew Smith and Cal. Thank you to our editing team and Cal for making the episodes what they are. Thank you to our sponsor, Alpha Lupine Images, for donating the equipment to help us make more content with better quality. The ClockTower test on our website was programmed by Mike LeMay. You can find all of his work at thinklikemike.com. Thank you to everyone who supports us on Patreon, and thank you again for listening. ClockTower Season 2, Episode 54, will be out for all of our early episode patrons on April 25th, and will release publicly on May 2nd. Till then, time's ticking. See you in the ClockTower.